God!
Welcome, everyone, to the Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
Oh, we're in for a good show tonight.
What's up, Khan?
Sheesh kebab.
What's up, Mike?
Cheers!
What's up, Phillip?
Fine.
Yeah.
What's up, Sally?
What's up?
What's up, Scott?
Oh, fudge.
Okay.
Tonight's episode is going to be sponsored by soap and hair shampoo from Belgium.
Okay, so we got. There was a. Who wants to talk about it, Connor or Chris? About the Chris. Okay. About the review of The Lie of the Land. I know we did this earlier, Chris, but we're going to do it everybody in here again.
But this is like an advanced preview that Doctor Who UK did, right?
Yeah.
Up so that people know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, seeing that raw negativity just runs through my veins, there was nothing else to say, really. I mean, the review on Doctor Who TV, not us here. This is not our opinion.
Not our opinion. We didn't see the episode.
Doctor Who TV, yeah, the review on Doctor Who TV said it was a little disappointing.
Make that clear to people, because there are some slow-mos out there that don't get that. But this is an opinion of Doctor Who UK, right?
TV, yeah.
This is not our opinion. It's Doctor Who TV UK. All right.
Other people.
Right.
Other people.
People that hate Doctor Who.
Yeah,
No, just kidding. No. This is an actual Doctor Who big site, okay? Huge. So let's not fool around.
It's gonna be huge. You're gonna love it.
It's huge. All right. So go ahead.
No, they said that there were some parts that were disappointing, but other than that, the episode was just okay.
Okay. And what did they say about the monks?
They didn't say it was awful.
No, but what did they say about the monks, though?
Oh, they said they basically sucked.
They were
They said. And what did they say about the magic wands?
They said they wasted a good alien villain threat with the monks. They wasted it because they
wasted it.
Wait, alien threat? Are we talking about Ridley Scott now, or
no?
Sorry. Yeah, they screwed up the thing with the truth monks, is what the article was saying, and that they wasted a good opportunity with the villain. And as we've been saying this whole season, it's been just fucking mediocre. And people finally admitting it now that have been saying, "Oh, you guys hate the whole."
He's not being fucking mediocre.
Yeah,
well, we've been saying that for the entire season, and they need to get together and give us a better season. And with Chibnall coming in next season, hope to God it improves.
Well, again, they said it's like the next episode is like turn left. It's like Last of the Time Lords. Bill is like Martha Jones with her little mission, doing whatever her thing. And only difference is that was done better. Because this is like a magic wand reset button. Hey, you want to go see the Iceworks? And who's been saying that? It's going to happen. So, again, I'm hopeful I'm going to enjoy it. I hope. I pray.
Same here.
But somebody already, somebody watched it already, and they're not really think that's that great. So, I don't know. We'll see. But,
well, I wonder if they're getting any hate in their comment section on Doctor Who TV for putting their article up when they saw the episode and they're giving their honest opinion. I wonder if people are like, "Oh, you hate Doctor Who UK.
You're not too fan."
Well, that's weird because other people quote them all the time and do podcasts on them all the time. So it's going to be interesting to see that, actually, if that's actually the case.
Yeah, but they were saying the same thing about Pyramid at the End of the World too. They were saying that it wasn't really that great, but there were some things about it that were okay, and nobody lost their minds with them. So I guess it's just a YouTube version of.
They're just allergic to Matrix Lord 212. That's what it is.
All right, because I like this. We all have seen Dr. Phil and Oprah. People come on their show and say, "You got to change this, this, and this," and people listen to them. But yet their friends and family say the same exact thing. And they're just blown off like you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. And that's pretty much what it is.
Right.
Well,
I'm glitching out. It has Minnesota Gallifreyan hacked my internet again.
he's always up in good.
So anyway, I really hope that this is a great episode. I really hope it is.
The thing is with some of these people you're talking about that are like commenting, that are saying things like on one hand or whatever. I mean, you've got like some DMF sycophants that will come on there and they're gonna love everything that comes out of the backside of whatever's coming out, and they're gonna be like, oh, that's the greatest episode ever, and that's just how they are. They're crawling up to the teat of mediocrity and suckling it for all it's worth and just talking about how great everything is, and it's just not realistic. I mean, it's not that fantastic this season.
Well, I just find it interesting that people are threatening me because I don't like the episode, like flagging now and all this other nonsense. I mean, that's just
what are they threatening? Well, I mean, flagging you over what?
I don't like your opinion, Matrix Lord. You suck. And it's like stuff like that. It's like, okay,
Yeah, but they love it because if you weren't like contrarian or have like a controversial viewpoint, it wouldn't give them time to come on and spend their whole day like in a dark room typing on a keyboard. They might actually have to go out and pick up a girlfriend or something, Which who knows if they're even capable of doing that? Which I highly doubt it because I've seen these people. So I mean, but at least it would give them some time out in the sunlight, out from the cellar, where they're not like in mommy's basement all day, like worried about some stupid fucking TV show.
Well, here's the thing. Now, right after the review came out, all of a sudden, what everybody else is doing is they're posting stuff of everything else other than Live Lads. We got the Ice Warrior pics. We got Eaters of the Light. Now, all of a sudden, we got Eaters of the Light stuff out of nowhere. It's like, let's forget about this episode before it comes. There's more to see. So we even got something for Series 11. Where is that from? What is that from, Connor? That's cryptic. It's in code. Something about missing.
It's not Series 11. It's Episode 11.
Excuse me. Episode 11. I'm sorry.
We can't hate on Season 11 yet. We haven't seen.
I'm not hating on Series 11. But yeah. So what's up?
Viewers, we're not hating on Series 11 yet. So you can make your comments somewhere else.
I don't want to do it at all, but.
God damn.
Episode 11. Episode 11.
As someone who likes Doctor Who, I am aware.
Well, I love Doctor Who. You only like it, so there.
I am aware.
You and this community.
I am aware of a thing called Doctor Who magazine, which came out today.
You've been in Doctor Who magazine? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
I have been in Doctor Who magazine. Yeah. I
know Doctor Who magazine. I know. I get it too, bro.
Yeah, you see.
I got like a bag of Doctor Who magazines thick. You break your back with. Yes, I know.
I was pictured with that wog, Pelmaki.
Excuse me. Come on, dude. Stop.
Well, that was a compliment.
Okay. Anyway, so. Yeah, you're lucky because we are always behind a month because you guys are allowed to have it first. So the one you had last month.
So I mean,
the one you had last month, I will get next week. So that stinks, but anyway, whatever. We'll get them eventually.
Well, to be fair, I mean, Doctor Who is a UK production, so it's.
I know. I mean, right? Of course.
The BBC make Doctor Who, Joe.
Yeah, I know that. All right. So anyway,
maybe Michael Bay should make Doctor Who. That would make it good.
Oh no.
Yes, I went there.
Maybe Robert Downey Jr. should be the Doctor.
Johnny Depp.
He brings the sonic screwdriver to the award show, so why not?
What?
He brings the sonic screwdriver to the award show, so.
Stick that sonic screwdriver up his ass.
Fucking
sonic screwdriver. I love it because it's given an excuse for like quote unquote grown up males to run around with a fucking toy like blasting away at things like they're like 5 years old. Got a sonic screwdriver. Look at me. Maybe one day I'll get a date. Running around lighting up their little toy. I mean, grow up, you fucking man children. Give me a break.
God damn.
I've got a sonic screwdriver. Don't you want to go on a date with me? Look at it. I can make it light up.
Well, like
Chris has been twice.
God.
Uh-oh.
What if you have a sonic screwdriver and you are not single anymore, and you get you have this thing here?
Well, you're an anomaly then, if that's the case.
I mean, I always have this on my phone. On my phone right there. So what?
Well,
fine.
That's more creative than the sonic shades.
That's not a toy, though. That's on your phone.
Wow. All right, so good. So I'm excluded. Okay, thank you.
I bought a Funko Pop today, but I got so tempted I just shoved it on my ass.
Jesus, Connor!
But Connor's got like hardcore, man.
Now you're gonna miss Doctor Who on Saturday because you gotta get it taken out. No. All right. Anyway. Stop. This is getting ludicrous.
No, that's what Bass said.
Sideways.
All right, listen. So, could you give me any information, Miss Infinite Knowledge Connor, about Doctor Who?
Yes.
Tell us about some of the episodes, please.
The Doctor gives Missy the TARDIS.
Why?
Because he wants to teach her to be kind and good and...
That sounds like a good idea, right? Nothing could possibly go wrong.
She's a companion for one episode.
One.
And she's Doctor in the TARDIS. She's the co-pilot.
That's pretty cool.
And what else?
What episode is this? What episode is this?
Episode 11.
Okay.
There's supposedly a flashback with the Doctor and the Master when he recounts to Bill why he's giving trust to Missy.
Okay.
So you'll put that flashback
So
on
she
Gallifrey.
screws up as a companion?
No, doesn't she just... She goes away with the TARDIS to try and do good under the Doctor's tutelage.
Okay, and then the episode 12 happens.
But I think she might just do a switcheroo.
180?
And do nasty things like she normally does.
Okay.
So what does that have to do with John Sim? How does that play into John Sim returning? Is that connected somehow with that?
We're not sure. Connor?
I don't know. And then the abomination called Lucy Chase Williams appears, and then it's the end for the Doctor because no Doctor survived Lucy Chase Williams.
Okay.
Especially
anyway,
the second bit,
time and whatever it's called, the world and time enough. That the Mondays and Cybermen pop up in this one as well. In that one.
In 11.
Yes, that's where they start.
But not because of anybody, just popping up.
There's no great detail about it. It just says they appear alongside Misty and maybe.
Okay. So and John Sim, does he appear in? Does John Sim appear in 11?
I don't know.
I think so.
No, only Michelle Gomez does.
All right.
So the Lie of the Land this coming weekend, I'm guessing that the Truth Monks have created another simulation that people are living in, right?
That's why we see the fake Doctor regeneration, because that's not a real regeneration.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is that's why Bill has to shoot him, is because it's like, she's probably the only one that realizes that it's a simulation.
So he's outside the simulation, but everybody else is in, or the Doctor? Okay, but he's not really the real Doctor.
That's how I'm looking at it. That's the only way I can see how this regeneration thing would work.
So wait, they only really conquered Bill and not the world, and is that what it is? I mean, they conquered her, but everybody else is normal. Everybody else is fine. The whole human race is not conquered. It's just Bill and her.
That's what the problem with Moffat is. Like, even with what we've seen with Extremis and Pyramid, it's like there's still some convoluted plot holes and things that, like, for example, I was watching something that pointed something out. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was with Pyramid at the End of the World that did not make sense in the context of, like, oh, that's what it was. How were the Truth Monks able to restore his vision to him?
Yeah.
Like, how does that work? Because, I mean, seemingly if they could do that, couldn't they just, like, kill him or what? I mean...
Well, couldn't they just make the whole world blind if they can make him have sight? Just like...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like if they're that powerful, what are they exactly needing from Earth? Because, I mean, it seems like it's like, why waste their time with a menial planet like that? And from what I've understood in this episode that's going to happen, it's going to be one of those things, like I said, it's going to be one of those Deus Ex Machina resolutions rather, to the problem, where just out of nowhere, they're going to come in and seemingly against all odds, there's going to be something pulled out of left field that's going to just be the remedy, like, just, you know, thrown right in the ring there that's going to, like, bring everything back to normal and save the day. And it's going to be like a bunch of... the series seems to be like a big build up for no payoff whatsoever. Everything's a big, you know, it's all like, hey, you know, come on in, man, come on in, you're gonna love this, you're gonna love it, you're gonna love it. And it's like so overhyped, and then when you get there, you're like, this is what this was all about. It's nothing.
Well, at least have something that has ramifications where if they go to Ice Warriors, you know, something happened from the last episode, but not just like, hey, let's go see Ice Warriors. It's like, oh, don't worry about being asleep for 6 months, that's gone. Yeah. It's like, oh.
And if they're running a simulation again, what's the damn point? They're like, you know, because they've done this for millions of years, so now they're like, okay, well, we're going to run through it one more time.
So we're going to pull a Matrix type version of an episode, basically.
But why be in the caveman time? What simulation could they possibly run? Oh, they learned fire now? Oh, they threw a rock? I mean, I don't understand why.
That's just to learn about the human race from the get-go.
Just chilling on Earth for like millions of years. Just chilling.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's kind of stupid, because it's like saying, that's like me going back in time and saying, you know, I want to study this person who's going to become an enemy of mine from when their mother was pregnant, before infancy and all that stuff. So I'm going to wait, I'm going to watch them be born, I'm going to study them, all for the purpose of just ultimately destroying them or conquering them. Why wouldn't I just kill him in the first place and alleviate all of the other drama?
Or while they're sitting on the toilet, you could kill him, just like it's Austin Powers. Why don't you just try and kill him while he's sitting on the toilet? Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. That's just weird. I mean, my thing is there must be some party going on, because every single race is in the past during caveman time. Silence, this one, that. I mean, like, what's the purpose of that? I mean, maybe unless it's not really literal, but still there's no point to that, I would tell you.
I just hope that they go further into the whole idea of, you know, them needing to be invited in and getting consent, because I know that they said that, you know, it's better to rule by love than by fear, but if they're this powerful, why do they think that's something they need to do? Why don't they just come in and just say, you're totally powerless against us, so you belong to us now?
Yeah. The way the review sounds, it's like they're the idiots.
Wouldn't it have made more sense for them to cause some sort of disaster and then save the world after everything we've tried? Like they let us try to solve
that. And then cause that guy?
Last one, if they could have had some hand in causing him maybe not to put.
But didn't they cause that guy to get tired and whatever?
No, they didn't say that. That's what I'm saying. It's like they waited for the actual end of the world, and then they come in and they're like, we can help you, but only if you ask us for our help. Wouldn't it have made more sense? You didn't even have to wait. You could have taken over the world in the past when our technology is much less, and then caused some sort of pseudo disaster, and then be like, oh well, we can help you.
Well, the thing is, they need to establish what the agenda is of these monks, because we have like what they are wanting, like on the surface, but why are they needing this? What are they benefiting from doing this? Because if it's invasion and taking over the planet, like you're saying, why not take over the planet before we were here?
And then they're supposedly they're beat easily and they don't put up a fight, and they're like,
no, but I agree with you, Mike D. Like, why do they want the Earth? Like, every other villain in the past has wanted the Earth for some sort of purpose, no matter whether it's big or small. But for this one, they're just like, this planet will be ours. Well, why? What's so special about the human race?
On some sort of ley lines that
we have to still remember they might be working for someone else, and that's why they're doing what they're doing.
This is going to end up being like it always is. We're reading way too much into it. We're putting too much interest into it, and it's going to be a misnomer. It's going to be nothing. It's going to be a throwaway, and we're going to be
just going to end, and there's not going to be mentioned again. Yeah,
you're going to be complaining about how there was no story resolution, and I mean, like we're doing now, because we see it coming. We're used to this shit right now. Yeah, it's like Moffat's all about. He's all about like the surface of things seeming more interesting and complicated than they end up paying out to be. The payoff is not there. It just falls flat. There's always the third act drops the ball in the third act every single time.
Well, it's usually the second part, but now it's the third part.
Well, the third act.
But he's still. Yeah, but he's still the showrunner. And the thing is that, like you said,
not for long.
Maybe it's like you said, he phoned it in this season. Like people are like, we want to do this. All right, I'm busy writing Sherlock right now. Well, I want to bring something up. I said something a long time ago in the cast, and I said this. I said, yes, he turned down Paternoster Gang with a check, but when he doesn't have a job and he needs someplace to go, then he's going to fall back on his creations, right? I've said that. I says if he doesn't get a job, so guess what? We're going to probably have the Paternoster Gang. That's a big rumor right now that he's going to say yes to do that Doctor Who spinoff. He said he's going to say yes to do that Doctor Who spinoff because he is not doing anything in the future. He's not producing.
Right? So they, we're going to Kathy Griffin, yes, so.
No, but the thing is, like, he has no job. So Sherlock ended before he thought it was going to end. So guess what? He's got to do something.
I'm sure he has stuff lined up afterwards. I wouldn't put any stock into
Moffat's already said he's got several things lined up.
He's got Jekyll, which we know that already. But why? But obviously he wants to stick with something to do with Doctor Who.
Because he's adapting something called Sorrow of Separation.
Oh yeah, very good. Right.
He's gonna make it really convoluted.
Believable.
Okay.
I think Matt Smith's going to be in that movie too, right? Because he doesn't have a job right now.
Yeah, and
Matt Smith has a job actually.
Peter Dinklage is
Matt Smith has a job.
Bagging groceries at Walmart.
I actually have some exclusive information about Sorrow of Separation.
All right.
The movie. Peter Dinklage is playing a guy called David Aston.
All right. No, I said no last names. You know what I said? All right. It was going so well. Nobody follows the rules. All right, guys.
Well, hold on. We're not even talking about the show yet.
Now, if we're talking about this, we're not. We're done.
The rest of us aren't.
All right. So,
is there any truth to the point? Is there any truth that when the Doctor regenerates, we see a woman briefly?
Yes.
That's definitely confirmed. You're saying.
Why is that?
Samantha Spiro is playing a female Doctor
from like another timeline or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's a simulation.
No, it's real.
I thought we just were going on and saying this whole thing's a simulation.
Well, I mean, who's okay? In Lie of the Land,
no, she's not in this episode.
Hold on a minute. Who are the simulations in Lie of the Land? Who's real? Who's the simulation?
There isn't a simulation in Lie of the Land.
There's no simulation. It's all months later after the.
Why is everybody in the cast saying it's a simulation and now it's not a simulation? Is it a simulation or is it not?
If you like Doctor Who and you paid attention, you'd see that it wasn't a simulation.
We just, Connor, one more fucking time, dude. Seriously, you know I fucking like Doctor Who. That's bullshit. So cut that shit out, all right? Fucking seriously.
It's months later. It's months later, Joe. That's where we're going months later into the invasion of the monks, and so it's all present day stuff going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, I read that too, where it said it was like 6 months into this sort of like dictatorship that's going on, 1984 Orwellian sort of thing. But I mean, that's on the surface storyline. I mean, I figured that what they're not telling you is that it's a simulation. Just like before, they didn't tell you it was a simulation. What happened before in Extremis? They said, well, the Doctor and Bill are blank and they go up against the monks and whatever, but I mean, they didn't say it was a simulation then, so why would they say it now?
They only simulated things to see what was going, the future. and the past.
So why is the Doctor seemingly, as they say in the article, working with the truth monks?
Because he's under the delusion.
And what is the delusion?
The delusion is the lie of the land.
I know, but that seems to indicate that the delusion is a quote-unquote simulation, does it not? Like, what is the delusion? What are they being deluded by?
The fact that the truth monks have rewritten history. They've been there the whole time. They are the commanders of the earth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, then that was the missing factor. There was, we're talking about delusion, all this other stuff, and it's like, well, who's being deluded? And I mean, do you see what I'm saying? Like, so some people know this is fake, some people don't. So so somehow Bill becomes aware that this is all fake, and then has to go blast the Doctor to get him to regenerate because it kind of short circuits the whole delusion thing.
There you go. Yeah.
But it's hinted that the Doctor knows that it's a lie, but he's just working with the monks to undermine them. Because there was a teaser that said that he's quite sneaky. There's a different side to the Doctor in this where he's quite I can't remember the word that they used.
Machiavellian?
No. Yeah, bollocks. What's the name?
So he's kind of like McCoy's Doctor in this, where he's kind of like being a bit wily about some things and trying to.
He's always like that. But they said that you've never quite seen him like this before, where he's I'm trying to remember the name that the word that they use. No, I'll find the word. I think I know where I saw it. But
so he gets shot by Bill in this, right?
Yeah, but nothing happens with it because it's just a shock trailer moment. That's what the review was saying.
So he's shot and he doesn't regenerate?
It seems like he regenerates, but nothing else happens. That's it. It falls flat, which is one.
Follows through then. Oh, okay. Oh.
So they just don't bother to even finish the story. They just go, okay, well, he's shot, and then we're gonna pick up with the next episode where he's just flying in the TARDIS and going to see the Ice Warriors. I mean, that's fucking stupid. So he doesn't bother to regenerate.
I don't think anybody really knows anything about the episode unless we see it. I think it's
I thought I read that he's supposed to regenerate in this episode. Like, you're not going to see him properly change into like the 13th Doctor, but I mean, he's going to start the regeneration and kind of.
Yeah, you see him start the regeneration, but nothing happens with the regeneration. It just falls flat.
So does he hold back the regeneration? And
well, I can't see any other way that he'd not change, and it just falls flat. Other than that,
well, that's what I'm saying. Is he goes, okay, well, I'm regenerating, but I can hold this off for a while, so that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Like when I say he regenerates, I don't mean he literally changes. I meant like the regeneration process begins. Like the light you see, he starts getting kind of glowy hands here and there.
But if he's playing along with it, then she shot him for no reason.
But she's not aware that she's
the one that caused him to regenerate, and she made a mistake. So Bill sucks. So Bill screws up big time then.
Does anybody else have a headache? Because I do.
Yeah. You're not the only one, yeah. I'm a big headache. Trying to figure out all these twists.
But he doesn't regenerate.
The Matrix.
So is
this
like Schrodinger's regeneration? Like he dies, but he doesn't die?
They did have that in the trailer of Series 9 when he thought he was regenerating, but it was a general and Hal Bent. So, like, how many times are we going to do stuff like that? They did do that last year. Well, not last year. I'm sorry, 2 years ago, whatever. When we had a season. So.
Right. But why would you spoil it? I mean, why would you spoil it, though, when the episode's not out yet? Why wouldn't you keep something like that under wraps until the episode come out?
Well, they spoiled everything, didn't they? John Sim and come on. Ice Warriors, Mondasian side. There was nothing that was not spoiled, pretty much.
Well, and it's funny when they, like, the title of the episode itself gives away, like, what the twist is. Like, we're going to call this The Lie of the Land. I mean, it doesn't take, like, a fucking brilliant mind to go, okay, well, let's see. There's some, like, sort of twist here involving the fact that, things aren't what you see them as, that people are under like some sort of delusion or something. I mean, you know.
Did some of the episode titles get changed though? Like,
yeah.
One word they used to describe the Doctor in this episode is unhinged.
Unhinged. Okay.
Oh, something new. Because he's been unhinged from the very first episode.
Unhinged. Sounds like some people in this community.
Yeah.
Unhinged. So unhinged.
Don't trigger anybody.
Well, yeah, it sounds like somebody triggered the Doctor. Apparently, he's going to be unhinged. Maybe he left a negative review on his own show or something. And people freaked him out. Oh my God!
All right.
So how many episodes do we have left? We got
4.
Okay.
After this one.
It seems kind of weird, like even like to come off all of this, and then you got like an Ice Warrior episode. It just seems kind of like it's just kind of tossed in the ring there. You know, okay, it seems like an episode where you're going to be like, okay, let's get this shit out of the way so we can get to like the Cyberman episode.
Well, then it's not even after that. There's another episode after that.
Oh yeah, the Eaters of Light or something.
Right.
I mean, remember the good old days a couple of weeks back when we were like, hey, you know, we got some clunkers, but this series is going to be so awesome. And then now we're like past the halfway point, and we're like, man, this sucks.
Exactly. And
like, right. Wow. Well, it's going to be over before you know it. So
I can't wait for the Truth Monk episodes. They're going to be so awesome.
Yeah.
This series has been good in general. Yeah. Every episode has been great so far.
Didn't you get fired for writing for Castabras or something back in the day? Is that because you like?
I'm
he used to be on Doctor Who TV UK.
Yeah. They said you didn't like Castor Alva, so you got fired.
And Castabras.
And the Bastards of Death.
Well,
he called his review the stereotypical consequence, and that's basically what happened. Yeah. But anyway.
One more time, Connor. One more time, motherfucker.
Right. Anyway, I guess that's it. Yeah. I guess that's it. Is that it?
Again, for the 50th.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
All right, so again, we're gonna go. I hopefully we like this episode, regardless. I'm having hope that we will.
I'm sure that'll be the case.
We'll probably like it as much as we did the Truth Monk episode.
You never know. We might. I mean, I know. I'm hoping for the Ice Warriors. I really want to see it. Can't wait.
Same here. That's the one.
I've been dying to see that.
They are the ones who I'm actually looking forward most to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.